Hey guys, this video is going to be a sad video. Turn on the sad music. So today we're talking about a topic that I didn't think I'd have to talk about anytime soon. I was hoping that I could talk about the revitalization of this one thing in Skyblock because it was going to get an update one day to make it useful again. But no, we just keep getting destroyed over and over. Yeah, that's right guys. Today we're talking about the skill Foraging. Hello random people on the internet, my name is Banana, and today, as I said, we are talking about foraging, because foraging is a skill that has definitely been seeing some lack of updates and usage by the admins. You look at every other skill in the game, and it's getting some beautiful updates. It's getting something amazing. Spooky fishing, like everything in the community center update made fishing amazing. Farming got a whole update to get level 60 on it. Beautiful. Dwarven mines, mining, combat got the bestiary update. Literally every skill popping off. And then there's foraging, and foraging just keeps getting struck down from what it once was. Because if you guys haven't seen my channel, foraging used to be one of my favorite skills. I was in the top 50 people to get to foraging 50 on my old profile, and foraging, it's relaxing to me. It's so fun, and I just can't force myself to do it because there's like no point anymore. And I just wanted to talk about that in this video. It all began with the Pets V1 update, which was, in my opinion, peak foraging, because foraging was making loads of coins per hour because of the two new pets that got added to the game, the ocelot and the wolf pet. And also the giraffe pet made a bit of money because you could just sell the wood, but any wood pretty much was just making money because you could make pets with it. Pets were pretty hard to craft back then. No one had every legendary pet. And it was definitely just the peak time. You had to use jungle axe and gold axe, but the amount of coins you were making per hour, it was like above like 3 million. It was insane how much you could make. And the admins didn't like that. So they gave us an amazing update to foraging functionality-wise, but money-wise, absolutely murdered foraging. And that update was the update that added the tree capitator, because the tree capitator, while it is just great for breaking trees, while it's just like, okay, I broke that whole tree easily, it killed all money from foraging. So money's gone at this point. When they added tree cap, pretty much no way to make money. And it's only gotten worse since. After that, they fixed one thing when Dwarven V1 came out, and that was that the fortunes on everything, like the mining fortune, farming fortune, they all got changed to be additive instead of multiplicative. And things like farming and mining weren't hurt as much because there are much easier ways to get fortune for those, because you look at something like the logarithmic counters on the hose and stuff, or just the heart of the mountain tree giving you a lot of fortune, and you're able to make up for the losses and get the same amount of materials. But foraging got axed, and that is no pun intended. The foraging fortune just does nothing, and there's only one way to get it, and that way is by leveling up foraging. So that got absolutely taken down, and foraging already wasn't making that much money, but now it was making even less because you're getting less drops. And that is not even the worst part. The worst part, as always, is the strength nerf. One of the biggest updates in Skyblock that affected a lot of people's damage, affected the skill of foraging so much more than it should have. I was grinding foraging for the Enderman Slayer update release, and then they announced the strength nerf, and I haven't done any levels since, because the strength from foraging, well, it's only 2 strength per level, was huge before the strength nerf. It actually affected damage about the same as a combat level, or at least it used to. I haven't really tested it since like when Dungeons released, but I remember me and Cookie No Rookie were testing the differences between a combat level and a foraging level, and it was actually pretty insane how close they were. But now you get 2 strength from every foraging level, and that effectively, it's less than a common talisman worth of like strength, and strength is just bad. Strength is just really bad now when compared to how it used to be. So foraging is just worse as a skill. Foraging has gotten taken down from this skill that would give a good amount of damage. It would also give a good amount of money, and it would just be sort of fun to do because, I don't know, something about teleporting between trees and just breaking them in one hit was pretty entertaining to me. But you can't do any of that anymore because the only thing that has gone up with foraging over time is the amount of skill XP you get per hour, and that is because of auto pet and because of the cookie buff. But otherwise, foraging has only gone down in recent times. And that is not even mentioning how terrible every single one of these collections is. Dark Oak, I have 2 million of it at foraging 32, and the max that you need for any foraging collection is 25k, or like I think one of them might need like 100k, but you need like no wood for any of these to complete them, and all of them suck. There's not a single item from a foraging collection other than the wolf pet and ocelot pet that will ever get used, and it's just so weird to me why they would have these collections be so bad when you have some of the collections in the game giving like insane talismans or literally anything useful. Foraging has just felt like a skill that they have left off on the wayside because literally most people in the game consider foraging as their least favorite skill, or fishing. It's a tie between those two from what I've seen, because fishing, I would argue, is a bit more boring, but fishing is way more useful. Like, functionally, I can completely understand why someone would want to fish to get health and actual fishing drops, because there's actual good stuff in there. You can get a Yeti pet, and that pet's one of the most insane things in the game. What can you get from foraging? You can get the repelling candle. Oh my goodness. I just think it sucks to see a skill that I enjoyed so much be sort of wasted and just not updated, because every other skill recently has gotten something besides alchemy, pretty much. Like, fishing, you could argue, would need an update to get to level 60, but after that, it's literally just foraging and alchemy. And mining right now is getting another update, which makes just no sense to me. I would love to see a foraging update where, I don't even know, you can do freaking anything with a foraging update. Just literally carbon copy Dwarven Mines, but make it a foraging island, and make, instead of Heart of the Mountain, call it Heart of the Forest, and I will pay loads of money to play that update, Hypixel. I will literally do anything for that update. But it doesn't seem like we're getting that anytime soon, because we're getting a mining update. They still have to release the Abyss at some point, because they did tease that. Maybe they ditched that update. But I just can't see a timeline where a foraging update comes out soon, which really sucks, because I just want to cut trees. I just want to cut trees. So, if you like this rant, this complaining video about foraging, which you probably didn't, because complaining is pretty boring, but I know some people like it, please smash that like button, or maybe even subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.